from the company. The path widened, and ahead of her she saw the lake, its dark, clear waters silver-tipped in the sunlight that peeked through clouds. She stood on the stony shore at the water's edge. She could do this. For days now she'd been preparing herself for this moment, preparing what she would say and how she would say it. She would be strong. For him. She would do this, could do this. Nora swallowed hard and took a quick breath. Soren. As soon as she spoke his name, she stopped. She could get no more words out. They backed up in her throat and choked her like a hand around her neck. Turning her back on the water, she half walked, half ran to the house, the silver box clutched to her chest. She couldn't let it go yet. She couldn't say goodbye. She set the silver box on the heavy wood fireplace mantel and turned her back to it. If she pretended it wasn't there, maybe she could believe it hadn't happened. Outside the cottage, the wind picked up. The rickety, ivy-covered shutters rattled against the stone walls. Electricity brushed against her skin. Ozone scented the air. A storm was rising. Nora started 2 fires, one in the great stone hearth and one in the smaller bedroom fireplace. The owner of the house had stocked the refrigerator and cabinets for her, an unnecessary kindness. She hadn't had much of an appetite for 2 weeks now, but she'd make herself eat if only to stave off the headaches hunger inflicted on her. The day passed as she kept herself busy with small tasks. The cottage was clean, but it gave her a sense of purpose to wash all the dishes in a large copper kettle and to sweep the hardwood floor with a witch's broom she found in the pantry. She worked until exhaustion overtook her, and she lay down on top of the bed and napped. Nora woke from a restive, dreamless sleep and ran water in the claw-foot porcelain bathtub. She sank into the heat, hoping it would seep into her skin and relax her. Yet when she emerged an hour later, pink and wrinkled, she still felt tight as a knot. She dressed in a long white spaghetti-strap nightgown. The hemline tickled her ankles as she walked and brushed the tops of her bare feet. To distract herself, she stood in the front of the mirror, twisting and pinning her hair this way and that, taming the black waves into a low knot with loose tendrils that flowed over her neck and framed her face. When she finished, she almost laughed at the effect. In her white nightgown with understated makeup and her hair coiffed in curls, she looked like a virgin bride on her wedding night. An older bride, of course. She'd turned 36 last month. But still, the woman in the mirror looked demure, innocent, even scared. She thought grief aged people. But tonight she felt like a teenager again, restless and waiting, aching for something she couldn't name, but that she knew she needed. But what was it? Who was it? She wandered downstairs and considered eating. Instead of feeding herself, she fed the fire. As the wood crackled and burned, lightning split the sky outside the kitchen window. Thunder rumbled close behind. Nora stood at the window and watched the night rip itself open. Bursts of thunder rattled the forest again and again. Between rumbles, Nora heard a different sound, louder, clearer, closer. Footsteps on stone. A knock on the door. Then silence. Nora froze. No one should be out here. No one but her. The owner had promised her privacy. This cottage was the lone house for miles, he'd said. He owned all the land around it. She would be safe. She would be alone. Another knock. The cottage door had no lock. Whoever stood outside could walk in at any moment. For 2 weeks